As people of faith, we understand the power of narrative. Our scriptures and our faith traditions are full of stories. Stories about the abundance of God's creation, stories about the community of God's people, and stories about God's love and respect for the dignity of each human being. These stories are supposed to guide how we see the world. But that isn't quite true, because we also hear other stories from the media. Stories about scarce resources and competition, about the need for individuals to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and about how some people just aren't valuable. Today, let's talk about 3 issues: immigration, jobs, and prisons.
We're releasing people who have criminal convictions and are accusations of horrible crimes. What is your jobs plan?
Well, you look at the Pew Hispanic Center study on the number of illegal aliens in America and how many jobs they have. They project that it's 7.4 million jobs, illegal aliens in America. Quick way to create jobs in America is to remove those illegal aliens from our communities. That frees up 7.4 million jobs that Americans can seek.
The media tells a very specific story about scarcity. There simply isn't enough to go around. Illegal immigrants, the story goes, are Latinos who are lazy criminals and are trying to take advantage of our system to steal our jobs.
This small group of teens were drafted to save what is left on the vines at this farm in Lyons, Georgia, after the workers who typically do this job quit overnight.
I've been in the worst shape this year I've ever been in. I've been in it 10 years, and this first year I didn't have enough labor to gather my crop.
Hutchinson says up to a third of his crop is likely to rot on the vine if he can't find more workers. He blames an anti-illegal immigration law recently approved by the state assembly. Many are afraid of getting caught or harassed by police and have already decided to leave the state.
And I think a lot of the workers, no matter if they're legal or not, are not going to stay around where there's going to be all these checks and things going on.
And as this New York Times article suggests, 2/3 of people deported have committed only minor crimes, including traffic violations, or have no criminal record at all.
America's job creators are essentially on strike. They look at all of these regulations coming out of Washington, whether it be about Obamacare, Dodd-Frank, the EPA, the number of agencies is exponential, and all of these regulations are coming at job creators, causing them to be scared to death as to what new rule or regulation am I going to have to deal with. If we want America's job creators to do what they do best, we need to get government out of the way.
Political correctness came in and took the shame away. Oh, we don't want to make people to feel bad about not working. Yes, we do. You're lazy. Get to work. And the ideology that told people we no longer have to work hard, we'll just subsidize people. We'll make high-class hobos by taking money from people that work and give it to people that don't work.
Minimum wage pays about $7.25 an hour. Plus, Tanner says welfare recipients get multiple benefits provided through overlapping programs.
Yeah, well, the minimum wage makes no sense whatsoever to me. I mean, honestly, it's just the Black Teenage Unemployment Act.
The story about the economy is about individualism and scarcity. The government is making it hard for individuals and business leaders to create jobs. Low-wage workers are young, uneducated, lazy people of color. And giving them higher wages means there being fewer jobs available. But in reality, 85% of minimum wage workers in Massachusetts are adults over the age of 20. 69% are white, 72% have at least a high school education, and raising the minimum wage has almost no effect on the number of jobs available.
Look, there's a reason why more young black men are in prison. There's a reason why police are more cautious while approaching a black man in a car. And the reason is overwhelmingly violent crime in this country is generated by young black men. Am I wrong?
Well, say you're a cocaine dealer, and you kind of look like one a little bit.
As do you. You look like a cocaine user, so
yeah,
we're even.
I'm too thin, I know. I'm twitchy. But say you're a cocaine dealer.
The story we're being told here is that not everyone is valuable. We don't have to invest in everyone's future because some people are just more dangerous, more likely to commit crimes. The reality is more complicated. While our system does disproportionately affect Black and Hispanic men, the largest prison population is white. We're being told a story about scarcity, individualism, and people's value as human beings. But as people of faith, we know that we're called to understand and share a different story. We're building a movement of values voters who will work to create a just immigration system, end mass incarceration, and allow all people to work with dignity. Will you join us?